Insulin. If you're talking about weight loss or overall health, obviously the buzzword is insulin, and for good reason. Interesting tidbits about the history of insulin, which is kind of fascinating and somewhat disturbing. So insulin was first discovered in 1921, and in 1922 a doctor called Leonard Thompson injected the first diabetic patient. It was a 14-year-old boy, I believe. So that was 1922. By 1930 or early 1930, so let's say within a decade, we were sticking anorexics with it. So it became a common treatment for people suffering from anorexia. And we were doing that because in that short time span, we figured that, wow, this insulin stuff, it makes people really hungry and it makes them fat. And it did. The average anorexic gained 20 pounds in the first month. So insulin is hugely important, and we've known about it for over 100 years. I mean, by I think it's 2030, they say there's going to be like 79 million people taking insulin. Not bad for, almost 100 years. So the reason I introduce you to insulin is because it's been around for 100 years and we've seen what it can do. But for the next video, I'm going to talk about the main appetite regulator called leptin. And leptin was only discovered in 1994. So you can only imagine, we know a lot about leptin now and how it's affecting body composition, but this guy is brand new to the party. Anyway, that's the next video. But kind of interesting about insulin, huh? Obviously, they don't use insulin for the treatment of anorexia anymore because it's kind of not exactly ethical, given what we know now over the last 100 years. But still, that's when it started. It's been around a long time, but leptin only discovered in 1994, but it is the kissing cousin of insulin. Next video.